Hi, my name is Richard Brown. If it's your first time to this channel, make sure you hit that notification bell and that subscribe button. You might know this face based upon the fact that this is not my first time on YouTube. You might know me from either Jamie Wood or Richard Brown Films, two successful YouTube channel that is doing well for themselves. On this channel over here, it's a little bit different. We do make videos, but we don't make movies. On this channel, you get to know me a little bit better, and you get to know how I think, and I offer my opinion on different matters. Because as an individual, I would consider myself as being more than just a person who make movies for YouTube or make movies. All right. Today, before I jump into topics that I think should be talked about in my country, Jamaica, I'm just going to talk a little bit about YouTube and the success that we're having on YouTube, and also for persons who want to start a YouTube channel and how you go about doing it. Because we know, and in this present time, a lot of persons see people doing YouTube, and for some people they think it's something easy. For some people they say, okay, that looks like something I can do. But some people find themselves trying to do it and it don't work. All right, where should I start? Let's start by saying anybody can do YouTube. Anybody at all, as long as you understand, as long as you're somewhat technically savvy or tech savvy, you can do YouTube. All right. Secondly, not everybody is going to do YouTube and become successful at doing YouTube, because even though everybody can do it, I don't think it is made for everybody. Just like how you see them say, everybody can dance, but not everybody a dancer. It's the same thing. Everybody can do YouTube, but not everybody is going to be successful at it. So let's put it like that. It is not something, I wouldn't say it is something easy. Persons might say it's easy. I don't think it's easy, because as I say, I do YouTube. My team and I do YouTube, and it hasn't been easy to get where we are. It is not just like we just start doing it today and we reach where we're at. It took time. So the first hurdle I would say is you have to have some form of recording device, whether it might be a phone, might be a camera, but you have to have some form of recording device. And once you have some form of recording device, whether it be you're going to do video or you're going to do audio and put it up, that sense is the first step. Once you have a recording device, the other step is you need some form of editing system, whether it may be your phone, whether it may be a computer, whether it be a tablet, but you need something to do some form of editing. Then you need a software to go with it, because at the end of the day, you want something that you can cut and paste and have something lookable that people can watch it. All right, and the other step after having some form of editing software or recording device, you need to decide exactly what your channel is going to be known for. Because that's the thing, a lot of people want to do YouTube and they feel like they can just be all over the place and people are going to watch you. You have to create a channel that people can relate to, that people can know you for, that say, this is why I'm going to watch this channel, because this person make movies, or this person shoot vlogs, or this person have a cooking channel. Whatever it might be, you have to have a niche. I mean, you might just start something and then, this now work out, so you try something else. So you have to have a niche, because for us, people know us for movies. So that's one of our strengths. And once you find that niche and you find though you test and trial and error and find out what people like, then you can decide this is what I am going to what's going to be my core content creating site. Also, one of the most important part of doing YouTube is consistency. You might watch so much videos and people talk about consistency, and they might not break it down for you. But let me break it down. When people say consistency, what actually they mean. They mean you have to religiously do YouTube. You can't decide that today I'm going to do YouTube and then I'm going to stop, and then next year I'm going to start back, or next week I'm going to start back. You have to be dedicated to it. It's like a little child. You have to get up every day and create that content. So therefore it's going to cement in the algorithm. People is going to look forward to watch you. And yeah, that's one of the main things. You have to create content and create a lot of it. Not just create a lot of content, because you can create content and people are not going to watch it. Because I have seen channel that struggle, that has so much videos on their channel that it's not even normal. But as I said before, it's like a trial and error. It's like this. You can't be doing the same thing over and over and expect the same result. Meaning that if you're posting a certain type of video, or you're making a certain type of thumbnail, and you realize that you're posting these videos and it's not growing, it's not going anywhere, but yet you still do it for a year or for 2 years, that's, to me, that's like wasted time. You know what I say? So you have to decide, say, all right, let me try this, and in a world, let me try something else. Because as I said, I've seen people do YouTube and they do the same thing over and over and expect different result. But at the end of the day, they get the same type of result and they still keep doing it. To me, that's madness. All right, so with that said, I hope that part that I just said sink in for a lot of people and you understand exactly what I said in terms of you can't be doing the same thing and expect the same result. All right, what more can I say about YouTube? One of the most important thing for me as it pertains to because in terms of the channels that I help to operate that are successful, I'm the more technical person as it comes to that. You have other people who have other roles in terms of playing other parts to help the channel grow, but my part is the technical aspect in terms of uploading the video, ensuring that everything runs smoothly in terms of that aspect. So I get to see the core of what goes on the back end of the channel. So I exactly know what it takes to get a channel up and running and to get it where it should be. And one of the most important thing is the sharing of the content. Most people don't know this, apart from begging people to subscribe, because I know people always do that, and I don't think that make any sense. People have to subscribe to your channel for a reason. If people just you walk around with them phone and just subscribe, and you do pass that 1,000 subscriber mark, you're going to find when it comes to the watch time, you're not going to get it, because people not go watch your video because they don't subscribe genuinely. So you have to allow people to subscribe to your channel genuinely and originally, meaning that once they literally subscribe to your channel, they're going to want to watch it. So that's one of the most important aspects in terms of getting your channel to be monetized. You have to allow people to subscribe genuinely and also watch the video genuinely too. So you have to make sure your content is good enough so you can share it up. And once you start sharing it and people like what you're posting, then in return they're going to share it all over social media. And when I say social media, I don't only mean YouTube, I mean Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp. And I find out that WhatsApp is one of the big place where a lot of the content is being shared. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's because WhatsApp is such an easy platform for videos to be shared around. This family send it to that family and say, oh, have you watched Richard Brown films? This is what these guys are doing. Or have you watched Jamie Wood? And just share the content and keep on sharing and sharing. So that's one of the important things for channels to grow, is the sharing of the content. Once it starts sharing and the algorithm realize that this video is being shared all over the place, it is going to be recommended. You know what I'm saying? Once the video them start recommend all over the place, then you will find your video being watched a lot. So for me, that's one of the important thing. I don't think you have to have any fancy editing once your video is edited somewhat and makes sense. And I used to say Jamaican people are no quality in regards to videos and so forth, but I get to realize that now that I'm doing YouTube, I get to realize it's a lie. As long as you're creating something that stands out, people are going to recognize that these guys are different. You are different. You're making good video. You know what I say? So that is going to stand out. Then the other thing too, I wish, one other thing I wish Jamaica would do. I mean, this kind of little bit don't have anything to do with YouTube, but one other thing I wish more Jamaicans would do now that we have YouTube is people start getting involved in understanding filmmaking, understand how to create a video, not just take up your phone and walk up and down and create foolishness, but honestly create good content. Because that's where we're heading in this world, and that's where we're at. Content creating. The world is hungry for content, and good content too, because at the end of the day, people don't just want to watch mix up. People don't just want to watch things that don't make any sense. People want to watch good, clean things, that can add value to their life, because that's for me is a plus. Because for me personally, I just don't watch any stupidness on YouTube or social media. I like to watch things that add value to my life. I said, I do watch movies now and then because it's entertaining, but other than that, I try to watch something that I'm going to learn something from. I don't know how long I've been talking for, but if I have been talking too long, because the camera is a DSLR and it might stop at 29 minutes. If it does stop before 29 minutes, I want to say thank you guys for spending the time to listen what I have to say, and I hope people find this content valuable. Share it around, help this new channel that I create to get monetized or to reach to its fullest potential. Because on this channel over here, I'll be talking as much positive things that I can. I might just be imparting as much knowledge that I can. So big up on yourself, because knowledge is key. So when you have knowledge, you can do a lot with it. You can use it to gain an income if you have knowledge. So big up to everybody that is watching me and listening to me, and please help me to get this content out there. All right. Big up on yourself. Make sure one quick thing before I leave. Make sure your audio, whatever you're doing, as long as it has to do with YouTube and video, make sure your audio is good. Make sure your video quality is good. Make sure your lighting is good. Make sure it's something that's going to make a difference. So big up to everybody that will support this movement in the growth. Until next time, keep on watching, keep on sharing. We have content coming your way.